So, um, for most of you clicking on this video, you'll have no clue who I am, why I'm annoyed, or anything like that. Um, this won't be a long video, I imagine. I need to rant, and yeah, I'm getting bloody stress lines from this. So infuriated I am. Um, okay, so a little bit of context, because even people who watch me, this is very out of the blue. I don't talk about stuff like this usually. Um, I am a big music lover, though I make films for a living. Well, not for a living, I'm not exactly making money, but in theory, making films for a living. I, you know, I have more of an interest on the day to day in music. Music is where I go to unwind, what I listen to chill out, and just when I'm bored, you know. And when I'm in a movie, always love listening to a score. I love film scores. I've loved film scores for years. Classical music I've loved for years. Just generally, if it's orchestral or a film score or just anything of that kind of vibe, I will probably love it. I love most music, to be fair. Film scores and classical are just my kind of favourite to unwind to. So, quick little bit of context there about me. I don't know how long it's going to be. I may repeat points. By the way, points may be repeated many times. I'm just angry. I need to rant. And yeah. So every so often, I change my avenues of how I like to support composers and the labels that give them their stuff, and publishers, like music publishers as well. Whether those be video game composers, movie composers, as I said, classical composers. Classical composers are kind of exempt from this annoyance, just so you know. Well, they are as long as they don't do what I'm about to complain about. If they do, I hate you as well. Okay. Okay, hate's a strong word. I've been using the word hate for the past 10 minutes. He stopped saying it because these are people, so I have to try and understand, though I'm physically incapable of it. Okay, basically, I learned today. Um, I watch lots of movies and shows kind of in the background on Disney and stuff, Netflix. Not really Netflix, I don't like Netflix. I hate how they are for this industry, and I don't want to support them. Anyway, but obviously they have lots of good composers who I like to support. Chris Bowers, Bridgerton, her name has left me, but the composer from Heartstopper, I don't know how her name's left me because I bleed and love her. She's brilliant. Anyway, um, yeah, um, but so that's my tortoise. If you heard that, um, I love these composers. I will gladly watch these films, partly for the joy of watching the films, because I'm in the film industry. I love watching films anyway. I grew up on films, and then also because I get a little bit of joy every time for the half a p micro payment that PRS gives them, or however much it is. I'm just everywhere I've looked says half a p on average, so that's what I've gone with for this video, or like a 0.1p, something like that, something along those lines. It's never like it's not tons. It takes it takes over 1,000 views to earn like a tenner or something, maybe even to earn a quid. Anyway, enough about that. And yeah, but I'm like, it's fine. There's gonna be thousands of people watching these composers every day. Me, I might not add much, but I'm gonna watch as much as I want to watch, and I'll add whatever I add. For composers, like some of my favourites, like Christoph Beck, he gets a decent amount because I watch Buffy with a friend of mine. And also at the minute to catch up because I've got a new Disney account, so I've had to get all the blue lines back, so I've kind of been re-watching it to give Christoph Beck money, for example. Obviously, I'm just because I like Buffy anyway. But again, bonus, Christoph Beck gets PRS. Except, I've learned he doesn't. And this is what I've come to complain about today. Now, before anyone goes immediately to kind of assume, oh, he's going to talk crap about PRS, I'm not. I love PRS. I cannot see him doing a thing wrong. Like, the main thing I learned that makes me love them so much is American video games use work for hire agreements on their composers. PRS goes, huh, sod you, and bypasses it. and I love that. I adore it. I love PRS and PPL, but obviously for most streamers they don't pay PPL as far as I know, so it's mainly PRS who are doing the heavy lifting for me in this scenario. And then you have composers. I love the music they create. I mostly love some of them as people. You know, I love what most of them stand for. And then today I learned a good few of the ones I like are dicks. The thing is, I don't want to say, okay, I would not say names, but I'm so annoyed I kind of have to. The ones I've learned have done it, that I know of, are Christoph Beck, Henry Jackman, and Danny Elfman, and James Newton Howard. Now, for non-composer fans, that might mean nothing to you, but for composer fans, or even just fans of movies, to be fair, you've probably seen their names, right? Let me give you just some examples, right? James Newton Howard, The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. Pretty high earning, pretty, nice film score. Well, obviously, okay, the score itself is brilliant, but I mean, money wise, I'm sure it's nice. It's not fantastic. I'm sure it's not the best you've ever seen, but it's good. It's Batman, for God's sake. People probably watch that yearly. You have, I've already said James Newton Howard. Henry Jackman, a good few Marvel films. The one that made me even figure all this out, Captain America Civil War. Brilliant film, amazing score. Big Hero 6 as well. The film is alright, at least to me. Like, I don't love it, I don't hate it, it's just good. The score's brilliant though. Danny Elfman, this one infuriates me so much because of Batman 89, Nightmare Before Christmas, even the Simpsons theme. Stuff I love. I've been binging The Simpsons again with my friend. And then, yeah, Christoph Beck, Ant-Man, Buffy. Well, there's others as well, but obviously I'm just going off what's off the top of my head, which is just things I've been watching recently. Ant-Man, because I love that film score and I listen to it on its own decently enough anyway. And Buffy, because I'm watching it currently. And because it's a good show. And you may be wondering, right, it's been 7 minutes, what almost 8. What's your issue with these composers? I didn't plan to rant this much. I planned to have gotten to my point way sooner than this. The issue is that they have basically sold out, and that's my issue. And to clarify, there is companies out there, I'm not going to name any names, mainly just because I read them once and then immediately forgot about them because I don't never want to think about them again, whose entire business model is to have no skills, no talents, no general actual knowledge of anything, just a lot of money in the bank. To buy these scores from these composers for giant amounts of money, like 8 figures, so that then they can sell the scores to places and get all the PRS money and Spotify money and whatever. Basically. So, yeah, you might be wondering why this annoys me so much. It's purely a case of principle. I love music composition. I hope to one day be able to do it myself. And have it be a somewhat financially viable thing for me, even if it's like £10 a month and then I have to get money other ways. Just generally, I want it to be something that I can have. And these scores mean a lot to me. Ant-Man means a lot to me. The music, Batman 89 means a lot to me, to the point I saw it in concert in London. I love the Dark Knight music. It means a lot to me because I love Batman, as I just said. I love The Simpsons. Like, it just makes me feel lied to. And it makes me feel disdain. Not just for the dickheads who bought it, you know what I mean? I struggle with those two words for some reason. My brain is dumb with those two words. Not only with the company who bought it, but with the composer. For even feeling willing to do it. The fact that they even thought about it in the first place and went, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell out and give this company my art for a big lump of money, basically. That's what angers me. Because part of what I get a joy from listening to these scores in the films, on the soundtracks, whatever. I get a joy of thinking, I'm sharing this with him. I'm saying him because obviously all the composers I've listed are all men. He's composed this beautiful score. I love it. He has shared it with me. I have heard it. I have loved it, and now I listen to it. Like I feel like, you know, it's also just as a beautiful art form. I love and I listen to a lot because it brings me joy and I love it. And then now I feel that joy has been shattered because they just wanted a bunch of money, basically. They've put financial value on their music. They put financial value on their imagination, on their art. Doesn't matter if it wasn't even owned by them to begin with. They've still done it. And to me, that's unforgivable. And I can't forgive it. To the point, for people like Henry Jackman, I am no longer watching him on Disney Plus and stuff like that. I own most of his films on DVD anyway, but I normally just do Disney Plus because it's easier, and again, because I was always happy to do it on Disney Plus because, oh, he gets PRS, and obviously Marvel for a bonus, or Disney, again, for a bonus. Like, oh, they also get some. Nice, they can make more. But now I know that Henry Jackman and all their halves are going to talentless twats in financial firms. I refuse. I'm just going to buy them on Amazon, buy them on DVD. Or again, by Amazon, I mean Amazon Prime Video. Give them their 10p that they are legally required to be given, and then never think about it again. It might upset me, knowing that I'm not giving anyone PRS or anything, but it's not exactly like they'd get it anyway, because they sold out. Obviously, some composers don't sell out. And obviously, even with these composers like Henry Jackman and Christoph Beck, they haven't sold everything. Most of them seem to have sold everything from 2022 and earlier, which is still a decent amount, mind you. I'm sure it's most of their careers. They've just decided, no, meat means nothing to me. Just give me money for it. And yeah. This means nothing to any of you. I just wanted to share this, in case there's anyone out there who happens to see this and shares my views and my principles. And then you can do this with me. Because this is something I, in theory, would like to stop. But I doubt there's many people out there, minus advert firms, who know this is a thing. And they don't exactly care, because these companies are probably selling it cheaper than Disney ever would. So they're not exactly going to complain. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop now before I ramble on for another half an hour, because I will. If anyone does see this and is curious, wants to discuss anywhere, like the comments or whatever, or even wants a follow-up, say if I find any more composers who have done this to alert you guys to, just let me know. It's been a while since I posted on here, so it's not like anyone's exactly looking, but I don't know. I don't know many people like me, as in like composer fans. I know they exist, but I don't really know any. I've never met any. But if there is any out there and you see this, you know, hi. You might not care about this. You might just care about hearing it. But I care. And I wanted to get it out there. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go if you haven't all left already. I hope you have gotten something out of this. Not sure if it will be enjoyment. I'm not exactly getting enjoyment out of it. Even making it. It's not actually made me feel better. It's just made me sad. I was annoyed before. I've ranted. Now I'm just sad. So, yeah. Oh, and one more thing as well is that PRS, the lovely people they are trying to get rid of this, which I love. They get rid of most stuff I hate in the music industry, which again I love. But sadly, because of again the fact that they've even agreed to it, I won't be able. This isn't something I personally would be able to forgive. You lot might be able to. The second that the money's going back to them again, I would be able to, because in my head they considered it. Even considering it is enough to me to, you know, for it to mean they don't value their art. And they might value their art. That's the thing. You never know. Someone like Christoph Beck might come on this video and say, "Hey, I value my art. I love my score for Buffy. Amazing. So why the fuck did you sell it?" You can't say you love it and then sell it. That automatically means you don't. Because if you valued it, you wouldn't have sold it. Simple as. It's as simple as that. This also means when I want to make albums where I cover famous music, obviously, you know, I would use a distributor and obviously pay everyone who needs to be paid. Just means I won't be able to cover Buffy or Captain America. Civil War, to clarify. Alan Silvestri, as far as I know, hasn't done this. Thank God, because I love the first Avengers. Yeah. I'm gonna go. This video's getting too long. I feel bad. I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys want any updates or anything. Or even if you have updates for me. I don't know. In the comments if you've learned something and you wanna say it in the comments, like, hey, also this composer's done this, or hey, this composer's brought them back. Let me know. I've learned that they have millions, like hundreds of millions of people have done this, where they've sold their music off. And honestly, the more I learn about, the more I'm just going to hate more musicians, because, again, I know hate's a strong word, but in my head they deserve my hate. You don't value your music enough not to sell it off, I won't value you as a composer. I just won't listen to your work anymore. Simple as. Or if I will, I'll listen to it in a way that won't pay anyone anyway. You know? But yeah, if this interests you, just if it's something that you want to know, like, oh, I like Henry Jackman. I want to know what scores I can listen to on Disney Plus and you still get paid for. Look it up. As far as I know, Strange World and recent scores like that, he still has the rights to and still gets PRS for. But I wouldn't count on that lasting forever. If he's done it once, he'll do it again. If they've sold out once, then they'll sell out again. I can almost guarantee it. They do that. If someone's a sellout, then it's like going to stop selling out. It's pathetic. It's sad. But it's the way of the world, I guess. And it sucks, because music for me is a way to get away from all this corporate bullshit. Of this person owns this person owns this, or this person paid for this, so they own it. Music was my way, especially like PRS, was my way of going, but PRS always makes sure, they always make sure the composer gets what they owed, their writing fee. You know, as in the money they've got given by PRS to write it. Just to learn the composers couldn't give two shits and will gladly give away this writing money in a way that PRS can't just go around it. Because the way these normally work is PRS will still give the money to Henry Jackman or Christoph Beck, and then they just send it over themselves. Because they have no self-respect. It's just how I see it personally. Because I'm sure that they have to look at this bank account, see the money they would have, and think, was this a good idea? It's too late now, motherfucker. You've lost it now. Yeah, so I will leave now. I've said that a good 4 times. Sorry, I just find it so easy to rant about. But I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna be able to watch the shows and movies I like the same now. It's very infuriating. It's ruined a lot of shows for me and movies. It's ruined them for me. To the point I am just going to buy box sets on DVD. Which is way more expensive for me. But oh well, it's not like the composers care. They aren't getting the money anyway. Okay. I'll see you guys whenever I see you. New videos should be coming soon. I haven't been in the right headspace to make any. But yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see you. Ta-ta.